How y'all doing? The show Burnham McCaffrey featuring R&B and Snow episode of Richard Season 91. This time I'm reviewing Once Upon a Time Season 1 episode 19. What happens on this week's episode is, in the fairy tale scenes, Rumpelstiltskin and his son Bellfire just got done with the war, and Rumpelstiltskin stopped the fighting with the ogres and forced a peace treaty, and everybody's afraid of Rumpelstiltskin now. And this merchant accidentally runs into his son Bellfire, and Rumpelstiltskin turns this merchant into a snail, and it smushes him and kills him. And Rumpelstiltskin is talking to his son Bellfire, and Bellfire asked, is there any way to get rid of the magic, because Bellfire doesn't like his father this way. And his father said the only way to get rid of the magic is somebody kills him with his dagger. Well, his maid walks in while he's talking about this, but she's mute, so she won't be able to tell anybody anyway. But then the next day, Rumpelstiltskin walks with Bellfire and tells him to play with these kids. He got some business to take care of. Rumpelstiltskin goes to the maid's house and kills her, and Bellfire said, why did you do that? She was mute. She wouldn't even be able to tell. Rumpelstiltskin said she could still draw a picture of her. And one of Bellfire's friends tells him about the blue fairy, and he calls on a blue fairy and gets a magic beam that can teleport in between worlds. And he wants to go to the land without magic, which is R-Realm in the TV show. And he's trying to prevent Rumpelstiltskin to do this, and he almost got Rumpelstiltskin to do this, but right at the last second, Rumpelstiltskin lets go of Bellfire, and Bellfire falls into the portal. And that's all that happened in the fairy tale scenes. What's happening in the present day is Rumpelstiltskin is following August because he catches August rummaging around his shop, and he's going talking. August is going talking to people, and Rumpelstiltskin right behind him trying to figure out what happens. And August talks to the blue fairy, who is the mother superior of the nuns or whatever, and she tells him how August is there to reconnect with his father, and he's too scared to do it because they had a falling out the last time they seen him. So Rumpelstiltskin thinks that August is Bellfire. Well, what happens at the end of the episode, we find out August is not Bellfire. He was just pretending to be Bellfire so he could use the knife and try to control Rumpelstiltskin. And Rumpelstiltskin says the knife doesn't work here because it's a land without magic. And he's about to kill August, and August says, I'm dying anyway. That's the reason I'm trying to get magic into the world so I can be healed and saved. And he said he tried to get Emma to do it, the savior, but she's taking too long and he doesn't have that time. Rumpelstiltskin lets him live to try to get Emma to believe or whatever. What else is happening is the Evil Queen makes Sydney confess to the kidnapping of David's wife, and even though Emma knows Sydney didn't do this, he's still confessing, and then he talks to the Evil Queen and tells her that you tried to take something away from me, talking about Mary Margaret, so I'm going to take something away from you, talking about Henry. And she says she's going to give her son back, and that's all that really happened on this week's episode. My question for y'all is, now that Emma's going to try to get Henry back, what's going to happen? As always, Fisherman on this sign out. Catch you use Austin from the Richard Season 91. See y'all next time.